It is time for List Live.
No, we just both say WWE at the same time.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, and the number one ranked spot is...
Welcome back to List Life. I apologize for the 2 weeks of reruns. I would say it's my fault, but this time it finally wasn't. It was a technological error. I'm Shane, alongside Connor. How you doing, Connor?
Pretty good. Been a little while, but I'm glad to see you back. Hope you had a great spring break. I had a great one as well.
Okay, good talk.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. Anyways, we did a country music edition with John Boggess across from me. How you doing, John?
Hello, doing good. Great to be back on.
It went really well.
It was really good, and it just disappeared.
It was so sad.
I enjoyed the banter we had in that, so I'm sad
I
it won't
did
see
too.
the light of day.
It was sad. And don't worry, we didn't get graded grades. So I think, when I put it into my master key of all our lists and grades, I put it as episode 19N, and for not airing. So it works out, but I still got them down. Well, and then also joining us for the first time is Emma Johnson, our boss. How's it going?
It's going good. What's up?
All right. Well, I don't really know how to run this with two people.
Me either.
So I'll just ask one question apiece, and then we'll get into it. John, you're getting a broadcast journalism master's from WVU. Boo.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do after all that?
I mean, I guess something in the lines of reporting, but I don't know. I've also been doing some like marketing minors and stuff. I got a marketing minor here and I got a marketing certificate from WVU. So like if I could find a way to like combine radio and marketing, that'd probably be what I'd really want to do, but I don't know. It'll probably be something along the lines of reporting.
There you go.
All right.
Fun. Last time you said you wanted to do like fun reporting.
Yeah. No, like that is what I'd like to do. If I could report on WWE or I could report on music, I mean, like that would be the dream, of course. But like this career is filled with like reporting on house fires. And all that.
That's true.
It's a lot of bad.
Grandma's cat got stuck in a tree or something like that.
Right.
Or quadriplegic cornhole players.
Oh my God,
Dude.
dude! I did not believe it. And then there was a video of this guy shooting a handgun, and I was like, oh my God, it's real.
I didn't believe it either. I saw the video, dude.
It was crazy for sure, but yeah, it's nuts. And then Emma, who is, what do we call you now? Just the news director at WMUL, our student-run radio station that Connor and I also work at. I'm be honest with you, I have no idea what your majors are.
I have my main major. my major is in broadcast journalism.
Okay.
And then I have a minor in political science.
Okay.
I knew neither of those.
Yeah, I guess I just never came to ask because, I don't know, I was probably afraid of you at one point.
Political science isn't that fun.
Okay.
It's just, like being the news director at MUL has one thing that it has taught me is that when all else fails and there's nothing else going on in the world, politics are always going on.
Yeah.
So they will fill the newscast if need be.
Yeah, makes sense. Checks out. And what do you want to do after graduation?
Kind of in the same line of John. I don't really want to report on house fires or people dying or, a tractor trailer lost one of their tires and it bounced over a guardrail. Like, I don't want to report on that stuff. Kind of my dream job, the best way that I could put it is like, have you guys watched Studio 3 with WSAT?
Yeah. Yes.
I would love to do something like that. That seems like a lot of fun. Still journalism, but not like so depressing that you need to go home and book a therapy appointment as soon as you get off work.
That's fair. That's good. I like that.
That's why I want to stay in the sports range. I feel like
Yeah,
sports
me
is
too.
the only type of journalism that isn't just bad.
Yeah, just straight sports,
I don't like that, but
You guys have like a scandal once a year.
Once in a while,
And
we
it's
have a scandal,
always- and it's always from the school Connor and I root for. Michigan.
Every single time. Every time. We're going to get one this coming season, apparently. That's what's gonna
Probably.
happen.
There's a reason our basketball team's so good.
Oh, there's a reason. We'll figure that out later.
So, anyways.
Well, I guess you guys aren't fans. I guess it's good you guys aren't fans of Ohio after all of the Gordon Gee stuff came out too.
Oh gosh.
Who? Wait, what?
Oh, he was it president?
Yeah, he's the president of WVU, and now he's like the assistant president of Ohio.
Yeah, he's still some sort of like conjunction, whatever, but he like has like assault charges or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Now. So at
nice.
least it's not Michigan this time.
Yeah, for real.
true.
It always is. But anyways, we're doing WWE today, and I'm just going to put this out there. I don't know much about it. I've been to one wrestling event in my life. It was actually a lot of fun. I have no idea what it was. The only thing I remember about an individual was that every time he did something, he'd put his hand over his heart and go, "We the people." Do you guys know who that is?
Oh, Jack Swagger.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Sounds correct. Why not? Let's roll with it.
He was at it. There was like, again, I might be using the wrong lingo. I think it was like 6 matches. 3 of them were like 2-on-2 tag team. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
So, and it was a lot of fun. My dad took my brothers and I dinged a car door.
Did he have?
It was not a great day.
Did Jack Swagger have the old like fat dude with him with the big mustache? Zeb Coulter.
I don't think so. I feel like I would have remembered that.
You were saying names. I'm just like, yeah, sure. I don't know.
That was like the best part of the gimmick.
But yeah, I just remember that because then the guy he was going against like mocked him one time, and I was like, that's pretty funny. And I just remember seeing like a sea of drunk guys just yelling at them. And I was like, this is where I belong. Then I never stick with it.
Prime wrestling.
Anyways.
Wrestling shows are fun.
No, it was very fun.
Wrestling shows are fun when you're not with Ben Anderson.
Is anything fun with
I'm kidding. Ben Anderson was like getting us booed in our section when we took him because he would not shut up.
Yeah, there was this female wrestler he really doesn't like named Charlotte facing a female wrestler he really likes, Alexa Bliss.
That are now a tag team. They're friends, may I add.
okay.
And they were fighting each other, and he was like yelling, "No one likes you, Charlotte. Charlotte sucks." And the guy in front of us just started going, "I like Charlotte." Yeah, go Charlotte. Oh, Charlotte sucks.
And he just would not shut up about that.
Did you just keep playing with you just get that? No, he sucks.
I wish. I tried to play that on rope break one day and then it wouldn't work.
The sound effect.
It's so good. We're recording this at the usual rope break time, aren't we?
Yeah,
4
because
p.m. on Tuesdays.
WVU is playing Marshall in baseball
Yes.
right now, so we cannot be on the air. So we're talking WWE on another podcast.
Hey, there you go. Hey,
You know it.
shout
There you go.
out.
Got to get your fix in somewhere.
Rope break,
Yep.
4 p.m. on Tuesdays. Go check it out.
Listen to John give horrible takes.
Anyways, Connor is going.
Yeah.
That's too funny.
Oh god, that was really good.
John's been kicked off our podcast like 4 different times
That's
now.
crazy though.
I thought Lane and Ball was the one who always gave like.
No,
the
he gives crazy ones too.
He does. Okay. Okay.
But that's
So
like
is there
his
any
gimmick.
like normal takes given?
Is it just your takes, Emma? They're the good ones.
Probably.
Probably. Okay.
Probably
Her
mine
opinion.
and mine and Devin.
Her opinion.
Fair. So Connor is going to take the quick hitter with best heel turns. I know what that is now.
Good job.
So we're good there. And then John, you're going to have the mid-range with best WWE match types. And then Emma Johnson, you will have the honor of the final buzzer with best WWE champions.
Hold on real quick.
I know a couple of these names. What's up?
We're probably going to have to record hers in the middle, but
Okay.
you can just swap it around.
Yeah,
if
that's
you want.
fine.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
because
Okay.
I gotta go.
We've done that. Yeah, that's fine.
We've done it before,
I've done that before. And I probably won't even end up moving it around, to be honest.
It's
I'll just
probably
kinda
the way it
keep
is.
there.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Give John Bogg the final.
All right,
the
so
final boss.
we'll do John Bogg last. So as you can hear, I didn't do any lists. Don't worry, guys. I did my part.
I can see it. I can see your part.
I went to my best friend ChatGPT and I said, "Give me 50 WWE jokes."
Just gonna keep that's really good.
So every once in a while,
Just gonna
I'm just
rattle
going
it
to
up?
throw in a joke.
Okay.
I don't understand 90% of these. So to start it off, here's my first one. Why did the wrestler bring a ladder to school?
Why?
To climb the ranks. What does that mean?
That is a terrible joke.
That's so bad. That's really bad. Okay.
Alrighty, well, don't worry. I'll sprinkle some more in there. Connor, you're up. Have fun. Get ready. It's the...
All right. First time doing the first list here. I'm just like really scared. You're just gonna really jump in all the time. But my list is top 10 heel turns of all time. This is one of the favorite things I've actually watched about WWE. So me and my dad showed me a lot. As Shane, don't know much about this stuff. My dad would just sit down and show me a bunch of Ric Flair highlights all the time. That was like his personal favorite. He loved he loved Ric Flair, and I now like Ric Flair because I watched him all the time. But number 10, I have heel turns of all time. Kevin Owens attacking Chris Jericho in 2017. The reasoning for this, what started as a heartfelt festival of friendship, quickly turned brutal when Owens revealed Jericho was on the list of KO and viciously attacked him. The sudden emotional shift from celebration to betrayal made it a masterclass in storytelling and launched a deeply personal WrestleMania feud.
It's a good pick.
I'm I'm really glad that
I'm
this
so
one
glad
made
you
the
know
list.
who Kevin Owens is.
I know who Kevin Owens
I
is.
miss Kevin Owens so much right now. Like, you guys have no idea.
That scene is just so iconic. Like the list thing was probably, I think a lot of people hate that for Jericho because it was kind of a comedy thing for such a pivotal character in WWE. But it was so good. Like it was so good. And when he like pulled that list out and he was like, wait a minute. My name's on the list.
Yeah.
Like Kevin Owens has been a part of so many good heel turns. And like, I'm just glad that you knew that one existed because that is certainly the best.
Now, I will say, we did talk about this before we hit the record button. My list is strictly off like a type of a shock factor at the time. Because when we get higher in the list, I'll explain it. The length of the heel is kind of dumb when it gets later on. But the shock factor is what I'm going off here.
Yeah.
So my issue with that is like one time I tried to challenge a wrestler, but he gave me the cold shoulder block.
Wow.
Oh my god.
2 down, baby. We got 48 more to go. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do all of them.
That's really first 50 of those.
I said give me 50
Okay, I didn't think
WWE
for the-
jokes.
okay. So number 9, I have Prince DeVitt creates the Bullet Club in 2013. The reason for that is DeVitt shocked fans by turning on, I'm going to butcher this name, it's Ryusuke Tagachi? Is that pronounce his name?
Close enough.
Close enough?
Close enough.
Thanks, Shane. And forming the Bullet Club, this wasn't just a betrayal. It created one of wrestling's most influential factions and completely renovated DeVitt's character into a cocky, dominant villain.
That's a good pick.
Thank you very
I
much.
would agree too. I feel like this is one that not many people would pick. You
Yeah.
know, like he didn't have the biggest character, I guess you
Yeah.
could say at the time, but he worked with what he had really
Yeah,
well.
I saw that he wasn't like as huge as he was at that time, but that this really like kind of projected him up more. And I really like that it did that for him. I just think in shock wise, it's pretty good.
Yeah, and DeVitt, Finn Balor, that's Finn Balor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So Finn Balor, I mean, he is a really good like face character in
Yeah.
WWE. So every time he turns heel, like that's definitely a big shock. And the Bullet Club is just such an iconic thing that like, this definitely needed to be on the list.
Yeah, when I first was researching stuff, I was like, what the heck is the Bullet Club?
Oh, yeah.
I had to
It's
go
like,
research
I
a
don't
lot of
even
this
know
stuff,
much about it because I pretty much stay within WWE, but like I know about it because like WWE loves to sign guys that were in the Bullet Club. Like AJ Styles was a part of it too.
Oh, he was really? Okay, I didn't know that. That's cool. So number 8, I have Randy Savage turn on Hulk Hogan back in 1989. My dad had to remind me of this when I was making the list. He was like, "Where's Randy Savage?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he showed me the clip. I was like, "Okay." So Savage jealously.
Even I've seen this one.
I
You
haven't.
didn't have
I haven't
on
seen it.
Oh,
No, I haven't
Connor,
seen
that's
it.
bad.
So Savage's jealousy and paranoia over Miss Elizabeth boiled over after Hogan abandoned him during a match. The emotional tension led to Savage attacking Hogan, turning a legendary friendship into one of wrestling's most iconic rivalries.
Yeah, I mean, like when you think of those two guys, I think in my age, you really do think of those guys as rivals and think less of them as friends because they were friends in the beginning of their career, but like just from where we are now and looking back at old WWE, I mean, that was one of the greatest rivalries ever. So that heel turn was definitely very important.
I pretty much agree with that.
Okay, I'm loving. I'm getting some head nods from the WWE veterans here.
I have a question.
Yes.
I remember growing up, everybody was very adamant that WWE was not scripted.
Right.
When did that shift?
When when WWE decided to make a Netflix show releasing that kayfabe is fake.
Yeah, there's a whole Netflix show now that just turns back the curtain and they just show
But-
the entire.
Can I also
Okay.
just say this, that whenever Vince McMahon was over the company, like a lot of it was a lot more real than what
Yeah.
it is now. So
Yeah.
I remember growing up with that. And then randomly, I feel like it was a shift like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
All my WWE friends were just like, yeah, it's scripted. I'm like,
Yeah, it's scripted.
whoa,
Well, hang on, buddy.
McMahon, I think, was definitely very for protecting the company and the characters that he created. McMahon left, and I think TKO and Triple H just didn't care as much of that aspect.
It sounds like WWE got a little lost, but you know, why don't WWE superstars ever get lost? Because they always follow the ring.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Wow.
That's just.
I don't know. I don't know what that means, but
I'll give that like a 4 out of 10.
okay,
gonna-
tell that to AI. I didn't write it.
no,
That
I'm
one
gonna,
made
like,
more
rate
sense
these.
in the first one.
Yeah, it did. It
but
did.
What?
It did.
That one made more sense in the first one.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just
I
not
don't.
as funny.
I've understood one of them.
All right, so moving on to number 7, I have Chris Jericho turning on Shawn Michaels in 2008. Jericho, once a fan of Michaels, snapped over perceived dishonesty and attacked him in a calculated, brutal moment. This marked the start of Jericho's cold, methodical heel persona and a career-defining run.
Yeah, I think Chris Jericho is definitely like a great heel. So
Okay.
for that turn, I think that was a good one as well.
Iconic. Like it kind of set a new tone to WWE when he had that heel turn.
Okay. I love him. I'm learning so much from these veterans here. I'm learning so much.
I don't understand some of the words they're saying, but I'm going with it.
It's like, I'm just going to roll
I'm
with it.
going with it.
So, number 6, I cannot pronounce his name. It's Tommaso Ciampa. Thank you.
I probably am. Even
I
saying
can't.
it right
I don't
either.
even know. Yeah, betrays Johnny Gargano. After a loss, Ciampa suddenly attacked his DIY partner Gargano, shocking fans. The betrayal sparked one of NXT's most emotional and long-running rivalries centered on friendship and revenge. Thoughts?
I would agree with that, and also it makes me so happy that you know who he is because unfortunately
Yeah.
he is no longer in the WWE with us. He's not dead, but
That's where I thought that
For a
was
second,
going.
I was like, oh, he's dead.
no, I mean his tag team is squashed
Yeah.
in the WWE universe now.
Like anything ever built between Ciampa and Gargano is pretty much gone now until Gargano goes to the company that he went to or Ciampa comes back. It's
Okay.
like that's the problem with this is that this heel turn for Ciampa should have been so good. Like this should have been what
This should have
propelled.
skyrocketed him into like
Okay.
main roster fame. And,
Basically,
and
like
I
that
hate to
next
say-
big star.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I hate to say this because WWE now is, I think, catching on to this that if they have a tag team in NXT and that one of the members of the tag team is like excelling, they can't necessarily move both people over to the main roster. So now it's like every time a tag team splits up, there is a big feud, but it's not as good as this one. And usually the star they want to push gets pushed to the main roster. And that's what should have happened to Ciampa, but it might.
Yeah,
This
that-
is fascinating.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Like they did everything right. Like I agree with this where it is on the list. They did everything right in terms of shock factor. They did everything wrong after it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's probably get tired of like my number 2 spot is what happens with that one. But number 5, top 5, I have Seth Rollins joining the Authority in 2014. I know Seth has turned heel like 3 times.
Oh, yeah.
And he is currently going on one right now.
I know.
too.
I know. The most recent was like now and also 2019 was one of his more recent ones, I
Yes.
think. But this one was his first one in 2014 where he joined the Authority. Rollins turned on his Shield teammates with a steel chair, aligning with the Authority. The shocking betrayal dismantled one of WWE's most dominant factions and launched Rollins into main event superstardom.
Yeah,
Yeah, young me was like distraught
Yeah,
that
I
this
was
could
too.
happen.
This right here, I probably would have made this like number 3. Like this one,
Really? Okay.
This one was like important. Like the Shield was so cool, and then Seth Rollins just like betrayed them all. And like I'm not even gonna lie, the Authority storyline in WWE made me so mad that I quit watching for like 6 years. So this heel
Oh,
turn,
really?
Yeah,
this
I
heel
wow.
turn was
I also
crazy.
low key did too, like around
Wow,
the same
okay.
time because it literally. If you've ever watched WWE and they play like old clips, they show videos of like kids that are like low key in tears. That was me when this happened.
So I did not know what a heel turn was.
Wait, I know what
took me- it
what
took
did you
me-
think it was? If you say something with a foot, bro.
So,
Swift kick to the
you
face.
know when
Swift kick.
like a wrestler's looking in one direction,
Yeah.
and then they slowly turn around.
That's what you thought
and
it
build the
was?
suspense. I thought that's what a heel
No,
turn was.
brother, it's the good guy to bad guy.
Is it sad? It took me 5 people in this
Yeah,
list
that
to
is
figure
sad.
out that I don't have this right.
Did you think this whole time I had someone like turning to the left, like for aura? Is that what you thought I had this
gosh,
entire
dude.
time? We just got through 5 of them.
To quote Dr. Bailey from the board meeting yesterday, on your note about you glowing in the video, Bailey thought it was your aura.
He did say aura. He did say aura.
He did say that.
That's funny. You weren't there.
No, I was told by a Veronica. She told me.
Liar.
That's
Okay,
not
but
liar,
yeah, I'm
actually.
glad now I have the definition down.
I'm so glad,
because
'cause
it
I-
took me 5 times.
Because I looked over just so you giggle. I'm like, bro, what are you laughing at?
Oh, that's
right.
funny. Why did the belt go to therapy?
Oh my God.
God.
It had too many issues being passed around.
That was pretty good.
That's kind of crazy.
That was nuts, but it's pretty good.
Okay, keep going.
Okay, yeah. Number 4, I have Mr. McMahon is born in 1997. The Montreal Screwjob led to Vince McMahon becoming an on-screen villain. The real-life controversy turned storyline created WWE's most iconic boss character and fueled the Attitude Era rivalry with Stone Cold. Thoughts, ladies and gentlemen?
I'm going to say something and hope I don't get canceled.
Oh, no.
But God, this was like a top tier. This was an S tier storyline in WWE.
Yeah.
And that really like set the tone of what WWE was going to be for like the next 10 years. And as crappy as a person that Vince McMahon is, he knew how to write story after story and get a really good show. So I agree with his heel turn should be there.
Watching the Vince McMahon documentary, I mean, just seeing how he took like a real life contract dispute with Bret Hart and turned it into a storyline to just further say, forget you, Bret Hart. It's crazy. And
it's funny because like it was real, and then you turned it into something.
And I don't want to give too much away because I've seen he's on your list too. But the whole thing where Hulk Hogan left and he made that a storyline too.
Yeah.
This was like a masterpiece before its time.
Yeah, like gold A writing back in the late '90s. What he was doing. So going up to number 3. I have Stone Cold Alliance of Vince McMahon, 2001.
I know him.
Good job. What? I took a beer.
One beer.
What? 3 beers. So Austin, the ultimate anti-authority figure, shocked fans by teaming up with McMahon to defeat The Rock. The betrayal conflicted with everything his character stood for, making it deeply controversial at the time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's clips of Stone Cold Steve Austin saying he wishes he could go back in time and tell Vince, like, Vince, we got to change it. We can't do this. Like, Steve Austin himself hates that he did this. And it's like, I mean, yeah, it's up there in shock factor for sure.
I agree. I
All
love
right.
Stone Cold, so he deserves to be there.
All right, so at number 2, which is obviously one of the most shocking one, I personally think, is when John Cena, basically, said it sells his soul. After decades as WWE's ultimate hero, some people call him the babyface, Cena betrayed Cody Rhodes and aligned with The Rock. The emotional impact came from fans' long-held belief that Cena would never turn, making it feel like a personal betrayal to an entire generation. I watched a lot of John Cena growing up. I felt stabbed in the back, to be honest, a little bit. I was like, whoa, when I watched this for the first time.
I had no idea he was ever a villain.
He was last year.
I did not know that.
Only time.
It kind of, like, low-key, dare I say, the only thing that I did not like about his heel turn is I kind of wish that they brought Dr. Thugonomics back.
That I do know. Yes, they that I heard about.
They missed the mark on that of having this guy who has worn the same jeans for like 15 years.
Yeah.
And, like they could have brought Thugonomics back and had it be so much better. But I cannot lie, I hate just anything that originates from SmackDown in today's day is just so much better than anything that originates on Raw.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. But I think that stuff literally had me cracked up because he would come out and he'd be like, I'm so sorry, blah, 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 blah. And then he'd like low blow him and it was cinematic gold.
I just know like whenever he was like, I believe he was hugging Cody, right?
Yes.
And then like he just stares at the camera and I was just like, no way, dude.
Yeah.
And then just like throws him on the ground. I was like, dude, that is insane,
Yeah,
man.
WWE was kind of cooking up the surprises there for a while because like
When The Undertaker showed up,
yeah.
in that,
Yes.
oh my gosh, that was the coolest thing
And
ever.
that AJ Styles match.
Yeah, that
they
was cool,
had,
too.
That was really good too.
Right.
All right, so number 1, the Undisputed GOAT. I saw multiple lists, and my dad honestly think this is the best one. Hulk Hogan is what they call the third man back in 1996. Hogan joining the NWO shocked the world and transformed wrestling. It shattered the traditional hero image, ushered in a darker, more realistic era that helped WCW dominate WWE, reshaping the industry forever. Big betrayal.
Yeah.
Massive betrayal.
I disagree.
Right. And this was
All right.
This was the first time that a hero turned like that. Like, yeah, John Cena.
I mean, and not to play off of that. I mean, he had his own TV show. His
he had
face
everything,
was
yeah.
on milk cartons and whatever the equivalent of like protein snacks were back then. That he literally was everywhere.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I mean, it just for that hero to turn like that. I mean, it's like John Cena's was also a really shocking hero turns heel, but like Hulk Hogan did it first. So it's like, I agree with him being number 1.
Yeah, like my dad said he remembered when this happened. He said like him and his friends were just like, you've got to be kidding me. Like they were like, there's absolutely no, like the face of everything. And he just goes, bye-bye, like the whole time. Yeah. So I will want to ask, because like I am basically a WWE baby over here. Do you agree with my list at all?
I'm pre-born. I'm in the fetus. I am a fetus.
You
Sorry,
are a
I am the
fetus. You are a fetus.
I'm in the womb.
Your list is good. I'm struggling to think of like anything that I'd maybe put above anything really. I mean, The only thing is I really like that Kevin Owens one. I'd probably move it up.
Yeah.
I really like the Seth Rollins one. I'd probably move it up.
Okay.
But in terms of like trying to think of better heel turns, I'm stumped. Like maybe Dominic Mysterio turning on his dad and joining the Judgment
That was
Day.
one I thought about. I thought
That one
putting that
was
one
good
in there.
too.
Yeah. I was like kind of battling against that and like Kevin Owens for at the time, but I went with Kevin on that one. But that one was still a really good one.
Yeah, and honestly, probably better you save that because I have a feeling that if Rey Mysterio really does retire when he says he's going to retire at the end of this year or next year, I can't remember which one, I think we're about to get a much bigger and better storyline from Dom.
Yeah.
Well, Connor, you got a B.
I'll
Not
take
bad.
that.
You know, we got a lot more responses than I thought we would because I figured the people that were on these polls would not know anything about it. So that's good.
WWE.
I just have one question based on my very little knowledge of WWE. Why did John Cena lose his last match? Why would they
He
do that?
wanted to retire with the title and well, okay. My true opinion, he wanted to retire with the title, which means that it would be taken out of WWE, and WWE just does not have the money to do that right now. But real reason, towards the end of his retirement tour, he became more of a baby face again, so he became more of a good guy again, and he wasn't really on his like, I'm gonna make it rain hellfire and blah 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 blah.
Gotcha.
But it's also tradition in WWE that you lose.
I have
your
heard
last
Yeah.
that.
match.
I have heard that. A buddy of mine that follows WWE, I asked him, and he was like, "It's tradition." I was like, "Okay, I'll go with that."
Still hurt my
could
heart.
be
though.
lying to me.
Still
I don't
hurt
know.
my heart a
But,
lot.
yeah,
Same.
good job, Connor. Good job. Nice
Thank
B.
you, sir. Thank you.
I know what a heel turn is now, so that's 2 wins. And you're
I
doing
just
well.
love for like 6 of those you thought it was someone turning around.
I swear
That
I
is
had
the
it. I
funniest
swear
thing.
I had it.
It's also like I low-key blocked out his last match because I literally cannot stand Gunther. Like, if there is one person that should be fired from the WWE just because they do not have aura, they suck in the ring, they can't cut any good promos, it should be him. Like, that's why I cannot stand watching Monday Night Raw right now. And it like irks me onto like a personal level of like, I just get mad when he's on the screen.
That's funny. That's funny. Well, I opened a wrestling gym, but business went down for the count. Emma,
horrible.
you're number 2. You go ahead.
It is mid-range time, everybody.
Okay, well, so I have a list of, in my opinion, the best WWE champions. And now, granted, the title name has changed. So, like, if you look this up, not all of them are going to say WWE champion because there's like a bunch of different ones. But to start it off, an honorable mention, Bret Hart, his 1995 to 1996 reign. That was just a really good one. And I think it set the tone of who Bret Hart was going to be headed into like the early 2000s, even though we still were like 5 years away from that. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree with the honorable mention here. Had he chose to stay with WWE, I think he might have been
Where'd he go?
higher. He went to their competitor, WCW.
Yeah, like back in the day, you had WCW, WWF, and then they even further background, WWE, all of that. You know, very much how like football has like a Southern conference and like a Northern. Wrestling had that back in the day.
And they combined.
So, like, if we were still in those type of days, we would be watching, like, Georgia wrestling because that's where we were in their, like, broadcasting
That's
range.
crazy.
That's cool.
And then Vince McMahon came over and he was like, I'm going to monopolize off of this.
Yes.
And so then he
Love that
kind of got a few people or a few companies and it became the WWF. And then you had WCW, who was like the next biggest company. And then at some point, wrestling just kind of died off and they became WWE.
Interesting.
One company.
Interesting.
My next honorable mention is The Rock, specifically his 2000 reign, and not necessarily because any match necessarily stood out to me, but this was around the same time when WWE was getting rid of the Attitude Era, and so it was a big change for a lot of people, and I think that The Rock handled this transition very well while still being the champion, and I think in return, with WWE wanting to step aside from the Attitude Era, this reign really helped bring back in the younger audience of WWE.
Okay.
Iconic guy.
Legend, yeah.
Yeah,
legend.
had his Hollywood career not gotten in the way, it's another one I think could have been higher. But
Yeah.
I don't know if we should say gotten in the way. He's like the most made money ever from an actor.
He definitely made the right decision.
Yeah.
But like, dude was also just such a great wrestler.
Yeah, he's a great wrestler.
My number 10 spot goes to the one and only Randy Orton, specifically from the years of 2013 to 2014. I feel like this was peak Randy Orton, peak the Viper persona. He was very much like just got into WWE, really started getting built up, and like I don't know. He did such good heel work with that he deserves an A+ for that.
I agree. Everything Randy Orton did from that time was that was a really good one.
I agree with that. He had some really good matches during that. Number 9, Eddie Guerrero, specifically around the years of 2004. Now, if you guys do not know who Eddie Guerrero is, he has one of the like funniest wrestling styles that you could ever witness. So it really did not matter what year I put with this. I just wanted to put him on here because if you go back and watch like Dom's and John Cena's last match, they paid a lot of respect to Eddie Guerrero. And obviously, you know, Eddie Guerrero is Dominic's real dad, so that's why he's on this.
What?
You guys don't know that story?
No.
I thought Eddie Guerrero was a baseball player, so I don't know.
Vladimir
you wanna tell the
Guerrero's.
story?
Yeah, so Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio are like real life best friends.
Yeah.
And so it's very much like some of these other like Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage heel
So Vince
turns.
McMahon said, "Let me get a story out of this."
Yeah, he had Rey Mysterio and Eddie turn on each other. I think it was more like Eddie turned on Rey because Rey's another person that I don't think he's ever really been a heel. But Eddie turned heel and he claimed to be the father of Dominic Mysterio. So they had
in the ring, may I add.
they had a custody of Dominic Mysterio on a pole match where they basically hang the custody papers for Dominic Mysterio.
And they had
over
to
the
get it
ring.
off the pole, and you know Eddie.
I think Eddie won.
I'm
So-
90% certain that Eddie won. So like. It's just a running storyline that Rey Mysterio is not really his real dad.
What were they cooking?
And Dominic, and it's leaked over in today because Dominic Mysterio's wrestling style is very much Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, not
And
Rey
so
Mysterio.
Anytime he has a confrontation with Rey, he's like, "You're my deadbeat dad. Eddie was my real dad."
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
still. So
Okay, I had to look at it. Since the 2005 WWE SummerSlam custody of Dominic
Yes.
ladder match
Yes.
was an infamous storyline where Rey Mysterio defeated Eddie Guerrero
Okay.
to retain legal
Yeah.
custody of
And-
his son.
And before it was literally just papers. The idea was that Dominic was going to be in a shark cage at like 8 years old or whatever.
I'm telling you, Vince McMahon had some weird stuff cooking up, but this storyline was hilarious and like
That's
is
funny.
still
Oh my gosh.
is still a big part of like Dom's character and like. There is a move that Eddie used to do where he would like literally just flop on the ground. Like he would just lay on the ring, you know, like not even throw a punch and it would confuse his competitor. And like Dom will do that in just about every other match that he is in today. So
My goodness.
my number 8 spot goes to Ric Flair at any point in the 90s, even though I put 1992. Ric Flair is just iconic, and like I don't care what anybody says. So what if he is overhyped? He had some really good matches.
No, he really did. I love Ric Flair. Like I know, like the dad would show me the '92 Royal Rumble that year.
Heck yeah.
I think that is the best Royal Rumble to ever. Shut. Tell a joke. Tell a
No,
joke.
no, I'm good.
All right, fine. Yeah, it was pretty good. I know he entered third. It said, and then he won, and I love that one. And that's like one of my first WWE moments. My dad showed me when I was little. So that's like Ric Flair. I'm glad he's on here, though. I was hoping he would
And
be.
Ric Flair also had some really good matches with like Shawn Michaels and even Triple H. And so it's like he also had a really good run with Hulk Hogan, too. I'm pretty sure they put on a really good match. And I just think like it's hard, no matter like what type of persona they've tried to give someone. Like I very much feel like they're trying to do that with Cody Rhodes right now in a way. But nothing will ever come close to what Ric Flair did, and I stand on that. So,
Okay, you think he's like kind of like trying to do a carbon copy of him a little bit?
kind of in a way. I think he's like taken the gimmick and made it his own, like the American Nightmare and stuff. But I love Ric Flair. I can't.
I also love Ric Flair.
I had to put him on my list. Number 6, probably the one that I'm most excited to talk about, and this is Drew McIntyre's 2026 title reign.
Did we skip 7?
You missed John Cena.
Oh, oops, sorry. John Cena, cut that out. My number 7 is John Cena.
I ain't cutting out anything.
John Cena 2011. This goes hand in hand with my number 5, and I'll get to it later. But John Cena and CM Punk in 2011, that was just phenomenal. Obviously, you had Dr. Thugonomics in that time period too. Mm-hmm. And he just had just some really good, like, put aside the matches and stuff, his persona during this time period was just top tier. And like we were talking about earlier, I wish they would have kind of brought that persona back for his retirement tour.
Okay.
So, let's see. Number 6. Okay, this is the one I'm most excited to talk about. Drew McIntyre 2026. This title reign had me cracked up in every situation because why was Drew McIntyre like getting involved with everyone's matches to throw them?
Yeah, on paper, this is a terrible run, but
Yes.
I'm a big Drew McIntyre fan, and like they could have made this so much better. So it's like I respect Emma for putting it on here because it could have been so much better.
Yes, on paper, don't read it on paper. Like go watch SmackDown because like the feud between him and Cody, the feud between him and Jacob Fatu. I guess him and Trick Williams are probably going to get into it too. But it was just funny, and the biggest thing technically comes after his reign ended, but this literally, I laughed for a good few hours after this. But he looked at Nick Aldis, who is the general manager of SmackDown, and said that he was quitting wrestling and that he was done.
Yeah.
And then by the end of the same show, he came back out to beat the crap out of.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
No, I saw that on Twitter.
Yeah.
It would like show the thing of clips together, and it was just him go like, "I quit," and he leaves, and later shows up, and starts fighting someone for no reason.
Yeah, he's quit like 5 times in the past 2 years, and it always lasts like a couple business days.
This reign was so good from a comedic aspect, and that's like one thing about it. You make WWE funny, you have me sold. Bingo. Not that hard, but you know, he didn't really have any crazy matches, but the match between him and Cody, Hell in a Cell, right? Yes, that was a really good match, and I think that was probably one of the better matches that we have seen from Cody in like the last year. So I had to put him at number 6. I know a lot of people may not agree with that, but it's okay. Number 5, CM Punk. This goes hand in hand with number 7, but CM Punk specifically from 2011 when he recorded the infamous pipe bomb.
Yeah.
That in
Legendary.
in my opinion, it truly did set the tone for what the next decade of WWE was going to look like because, you know, after the pipe bomb was recorded, you had Vince McMahon. He went out there and was like, we don't agree with this, blah, 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 blah. And then you had other wrestlers joining in with it and being like, leave it Punk alone. He's fine. He's not lying about anything. But obviously the infamous throwing John Cena through a table while he is already dead, essentially. And then walking down the entrance ramp and recording a promo and just crapping all over Vince McMahon and management was top tier. And then he proceeded to not only did he not go like back in through the entrance, he like walked off to the side of the stage because he was like, I'm gonna.
Didn't he like walk through fans? Or
Yes.
something like that? Was that the Money in the Bank thing? Is that what it is? Was it Money in the Bank when that happened?
I think so because there was a lot. There was definitely ladders involved in that match.
Because I know he beat Cena, and then I remember like my dad was showing me it. I showed him these lists, and he wanted to show me the thing. So he would just walk through the crowd because it wasn't his like. He was like expired. A contract was done that year or something like that.
I think it was the next show after that. Vince McMahon came out and was like, his contract is ending soon, anyways. We're done with him. And then like you had John Cena come out, and I think a few other wrestlers came out and they were like, what are you going to do about it, Vince?
Okay.
You're not going to do anything. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, but this was such a good. I agree with everything you have above it, but like what they built with this, it was legendary.
It was. And if the cards were turned in any other way, this would probably be a lot higher than what it is. But my number 4 pick is Roman Reigns from 2022 to 2024. I think that goes without saying. That was like the longest title reign in all of WWE history, minus, a few way back when. But it's just like, don't get me wrong, I was so pissed at some points in this because I was like, just get the freaking title off of him. Like, nobody needs to hold the title for that long. But I also respect it in the fact that now there's no denying that him doing that made that title have more importance. And so just off of that fact is why I have that on number 4.
He lost to Cody Rhodes, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone wanted him to lose that title, but it's been 2 years since he's held a title now, and people are begging for him to be champion.
Have it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it just shows that like you might have been mad in the moment, but like who do you want to be champion now? And everyone wants Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns. Okay.
And the only reason he's not higher is because every time Roman Reigns loses, he goes on like a 4-month hiatus. So, can't speak too much onto that, which is exactly what happened to this when he lost the title to Cody. We didn't see him for like a whole year. I digress. Shawn Michaels as my number 3, 1996. A lot of people hate on this reign because they did not like babyface Shawn Michaels, but I thoroughly enjoyed this. I thought he did really well. It was a different side of Michaels that, we hadn't really got to see before and that we never really got to see after that. And so while booking on this was kind of bad, there's no denying that. But he did have some really good matches with like 1, 2, 3 Kid during this reign, and it was a good one. That might be a little controversial pick, but I did enjoy that reign.
No, I liked it because I liked when he beat Bret Hart. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when he beat Bret Hart to win it was like an hour long match, something like that. It was so long,
and it was such a good one. And
an hour long WWE match?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that happens more times than
exists?
you think.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
They can go forever.
And like Shawn Michaels is still involved with the company today. Like he's probably the reason why SmackDown is so good. So he deserves number 3. Number 2, Stone Cold Steve Austin. How could you not put him in like your top 3?
What?
One bear.
What?
Give me 2 bears.
By far one of the most iconic wrestlers in the WWE at any point in time, in my opinion. Obviously, he had some really good moments and stuff of being whatever. But he was also one of the first wrestlers to really hold a title for like 100 days back in the day, because it used to be they'd switch him like every other month, essentially. It didn't.
And then Roman Reigns for 2 years, like years later. Yeah.
No, literally. And so it was kind of crazy when they started allowing people to hold the title like a lot longer and stuff. But anyways, I love Stone Cold Steve Austin. I thought this, off topic for just a minute, but they really did think it was hilarious when he like wrecked his 4-wheeler into that lady.
Yeah.
The thing about Stone Cold Steve, I respect you for putting him at 2 because he is one of my favorite WWE legends, and a lot of people won't even put Stone Cold on their WWE Mount Rushmore, and it's like I think Stone Cold should be there 100%.
He's everyone loves Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Would it not be Undertaker, Steve Austin, John Cena, and one other?
Ric
Would
Flair.
that not be the 3?
Yeah, but
That would be mine.
People would throw in Hulk Hogan. People would throw in.
Okay, yeah.
Like
yeah,
people
that's
were
true.
even like
Hulk Hogan
throwing in
before.
Roman Reigns now, and it's like
it's
I feel
terrible.
like
It's terrible.
I don't think now. No,
Terrible pick.
like
And the main reason I did this is because between the years of 1996 and 1998, The Undertaker and Stone Cold Steve Austin had a phenomenal rivalry. And from that rivalry was born the character Kane. There was just a lot of things that came out of that. So my number 1 pick is The Undertaker, and it is biased because he is my favorite wrestler of all time. Like, the dead man, I can't... Can you bleep stuff?
I cannot.
Well, the other thing I can't say.
There you go. Now say it. Oh, okay, I can edit it.
The American Badass reign that was after
Is that
this.
You can say that.
I think you
say
can say
badass.
that.
Yeah, you can say
They
that.
say it on TV.
That's what they do. Yeah, sure.
So, just mainly because of the feud that Austin and The Undertaker had, I thought that was really good. It kind of ended the Attitude Era of WWE and set the tone for what was to come in the 21st century. And, you know, they've done a lot of great things. So, yeah. And on that note, I have to go upstairs
Alrighty,
and help
well,
audio production.
You got a B, so that's 2 straight Bs. Thank you, Emma, for coming on.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad I got to share this is the one sports entertainment, whatever you want to call it, that I know a lot of knowledge about.
There
so
you go.
I'm glad
I think you tied for the highest guest ranking of
B
all time.
plus was Ethan Patrick,
so
right?
you're second.
Yeah.
You're,
Hey,
you're
that's
up there,
okay.
though. You're
That's
up there.
okay.
You beat
I'll
Anthony
take
Doria.
it.
You beat
At least
Doria.
nobody was crapping on me like they were for Allison's ice cream choices.
Oh, that was
so-
bad. Yeah, you
I think the problem is, as I said, Shane knows absolutely nothing, so he's not going to tell you say
yeah.
anything about it.
What?
So
No,
it's like-
that's hey,
He's
maybe
just
that's the
telling
strat.
jokes,
Maybe
yeah, he's
that's
just
the
chilling.
strategy.
We got to get a send-off joke for Emma.
Yeah, you
come
know
on.
what? While she gets out of here, I'll find a good one. Why did the wrestler sit down? He was feeling a little suplexed.
Oh my gosh.
That doesn't
Suplex
even make
City.
sense.
That's like okay.
A little
that's- a little suplex. That makes no sense.
Yeah, because you,
Perplexed.
It's
I don't know. Yeah.
That's supposed to be for perplexed.
Perplexed? Oh,
Yeah,
that's
perplexed,
the joke.
yeah.
I get it.
Okay.
How about why was the referee always calm? He knew how to count to 10 under pressure. That's a good one.
That's not bad.
I like
The referee doesn't
Bye,
even
Emma.
count to 10.
What?
The referee
Yeah.
counts to 3.
he counts to 3. It's 3. It's
Oh, ChatGPT, that's a mistake there, dude.
They always do like the biggest, like longest to get the
Yeah,
3
no,
ever,
that's
and then
so
someone just
real.
does the leg kick out every single
Wait,
time.
no, isn't it when they get thrown out of the ring, they have 10 seconds to get back in?
Oh wait, yeah, you're right. That's the
And
one.
then
Boom!
He knows something. He
and
knows
I'll-
something.
And in a last man standing match, you know, if your opponent's down for 10 seconds, yeah. So it's like there's times, but they count the 3.
And they
when
always
they do
get back
10.
up in 9.5 seconds.
Yeah.
Boom. That was passed.
Why was the ring so confident? It had ropes to support it.
That's honestly not bad.
Yeah, that one's all right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really get these. What's a wrestler's favorite exercise? The body slam dunk. That's stupid. That's not an exercise.
That should be like a basketball.
I
move or something
agree.
like
That was dumb. Anyways, John, you're gonna. This is now your second list ever on this show. It's just the one isn't airing.
Let's hope this one airs.
Let's
Yeah.
take it away, buddy.
Welcome to the final buzzer.
Well, I don't think we'll be hurting too much. Oh, I'm sorry.
Fumble!
I don't think we'll be hurting too much with Emma gone because I picked match types. I thought that would be kind of fun, like how Jimmy John did or one of you all did the golf balls to find on the golf course.
Yeah, Jimmy John.
Yeah, Jimmy John
That
did
was
that.
one of my
That
favorites.
was
That was I love
fun.
that one.
I mean, the NFL jersey ranking is fun, so I thought this one would be fun.
was
You
me.
all might
Yeah.
be able to chime in a little bit.
Yeah.
I can because I did watch all the things you sent.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I watched all of them.
I didn't
did not.
send any. For
I
the-
watched all of them.
Yeah. But first up, I got to give an honorable mention to a Miracle on 34th Street match. This is basically just a street fight, but it's Christmas themed.
Yeah.
I think this should be higher. I
When
watched some clips of this. I
yeah,
think it's so
because
much
like
fun.
when I first looked it up to make sure, it just pulled up the movie,
Yeah.
like the Christmas movie. When
Yeah.
I first looked it up, and I had to put that on there. But yeah, because the one I actually did watch, I did like it was the one. I think it was only like what
Was it Braun?
Yeah, no, it's Seth Rollins.
Oh, okay.
That one I actually really like. But also the most recent one was R-Truth.
R-Truth, no, it was Joe Hendry in the Miz.
That was okay.
But I think R-Truth might have done one last year. But like one of my favorites was Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus some tag team I can't even remember. And I think it was Gunther's 2 guys, Ludwig Kaiser and
Oh,
Giovanni
yeah, I know
Vinci.
them. Yes.
Yeah, and they open like a box and the New Day comes out as Nutcrackers. And
what?
What was I talking about?
Why are you looking at?
Why are you laughing for?
Grow up,
Why are
dude.
you crow? Why are you laughing? You grow up, bro.
Well, I thought it was funny. They came out as nutcrackers.
yeah, they came out as Nutcrackers, and let's just say
You're a child, Connor.
well, I mean that's quite literally what they did though.
Yeah, I know.
That is
But
what they
Connor's
did.
laughing because he's a fifth grader.
I don't know if you could keep that in, but like that's quite literally what they did.
It's ridiculous.
You're just describing what it is. So technically, yeah.
no, you mean nutcracker like the literal
Yeah,
like thing that
yes,
cracks
yes,
nuts.
those.
but like
Yes.
they literally
Did that.
Yes. So
Yeah.
Connor, grow up.
What are you talking about?
You're making
I have
faces.
no idea what you're talking about.
Shut up. Dear God.
All right. But anyways, the Miracle on 34th Street match, a good one. It's in my honorable mention. At number 10, I got a strap match. Basically, two guys are tethered together by a 13-foot strap of leather. And so they can't.
Is it
like-
on their wrists?
Yeah, it's on their
Okay,
wrists.
yeah, I
And
figured that's
they
what it
can't. So like they can't get away with each other. So the goal of the match is you beat the other person up. They're knocked out, and then you want to try and hit all four corners of the ring before the person can get up.
WWE. It makes me
That's
laugh.
interesting. I like
No,
that.
it just makes me laugh so much. Yeah, we're going to hook these two dudes together. We're going to
Yeah.
beat the crap out of each other and then
I've-
run around the ring.
I've never heard of
They
that,
can
but I
pull each
really
other
like
around,
that
like,
concept.
yeah.
You can use the strap as a weapon. Like you can hit them. You can like yank them
around.
Yeah, but like the match that this match was just okay to me, but then Drew McIntyre and CM Punk put on a banger strap match, and I have a lot of respect
You
for
know,
that match.
I
type.
did notice the one wrestling event I went to way back in the day. I'm talking like 5th grade. Is every once in a while, like once every 3 minutes, you just hear this loud slap, and it would
Yeah.
just be like, "Well, that wasn't supposed to happen," or something like that. And they just have this hand mark on their back for the rest of the fight.
Oh yeah, no, they will
Oh.
like do real slaps. That's like
Really?
Gunther's whole thing. It's like when
Gotcha.
you get in the ring with Gunther, you're leaving with a red chest.
That's crazy.
Okay, I know like some things about like when they make each other bleed. Do they like have like a little?
I'm sure.
What do they have to make
I've
them
heard
do that?
they
what do
have
they
like tiny little things to cut them.
like?
right?
They like say someone like punches you. Like they have actually have like a little like blade in their hand. They just, like could they go like yeah and like slice you or something like that?
Oh, I don't know about all that.
I've heard that like what you said.
I have heard the person that's gonna bleed has
Yeah.
one.
Oh, they do it to
So they
themselves.
do it to themselves because
Oh,
I
okay.
mean that could be risky to have someone else
That's
do it to you.
true,
Next thing you
yeah,
know, they go
okay.
too deep.
I couldn't remember how
I don't
that
know
went.
if that's true.
That's what-
but
'cause I always
definitely-
wondered
I've
that.
heard of that.
I just always wonder how they did that because I'm like, how do they do that?
I just thought
Like,
it was
all the
fake.
time.
I mean,
yeah, I mean, like,
oh,
like
they're
fake
doing
blood.
That. That's
Yeah, I
crazy.
thought it was real. Like,
Because I mean, it's especially on your face. It's not hard to make yourself bleed.
Yeah,
you
like,
barely
it's very
need to dig
it's
in
very
there.
thin
Yeah,
skin
you
up
barely
here,
need
so,
to dig
yeah.
in there. So I have heard that they have like a tiny little blade with them. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I've heard.
okay.
Could be. Next up, I'm giving some respect to an NXT match type. It's called the Iron Survivor Challenge. And what that is it's a gauntlet match where 5-6 people are competing. And every time you score a pinfall or a submission, you get a point. And then the person that was pinned or submitted has to go into a penalty box for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
can't get back in there and try and get any more points for a whole 2 minutes. So it's like a hockey fan's favorite
like that.
wrestling.
That sounds
like
great.
that. That's
I love,
funny.
that's funny. I love that a
That's
lot. I
funny.
did like looking that up. I really like that. I just like all these matches make me laugh a lot. Like when you get up to your higher ones, when I want to talk about, it's like I think it's like number 5.
Okay.
That
Yeah,
one
I had to put that on there.
that's just like makes me laugh a lot. But yeah, I just love how silly it is, but at the same time, it's so kind of cool to watch all this happen. But I'm liking your list so far. I do like this.
Yeah. And at number 8, I got the street fight, which
Oh, yeah.
is just anything goes, weapons, all that. You
Yep.
still have to score the pin or the submission in the ring.
Yeah.
But like, you can go backstage for like 20 minutes for all you care and just do a bunch of stuff back there, drag them back out, finally pin them. But like,
Insane.
it's just a cool match type. I really like the match types where anything goes because it's like, I feel like in today's WWE, you don't see the tables that often. You
Is
don't
that
see the
a
candlesticks.
one-on-one thing? The street fight?
I
Is it
can
just
it be
one-on-one?
It could technically be more, but like more often than not, it's a one-on-one.
Okay.
Did
So
they
that's
do-
like the classic.
Yeah.
Did they do this in
Okay.
the older ones when they did Street Fight? Did they just like show up in like street clothes to fight each other?
I think so.
Okay, that's what
Like,
I thought
said-
in the older like WWE they did that.
Yeah.
In the older ones, I thought they showed up in like their regular clothes before they changed in their outfits and they just fought each other.
I think so, but they don't do that really anymore.
Yeah, I think they just wear their suits all the time now, or whatever their costumes that they have for
Yeah.
each other.
But like this was like Mick Foley's signature match type
Yeah.
back in the day, or Cactus Jack, I think is more like it. But yeah, no, I think it's just a really cool match type.
Yeah, I really like it a lot. Like what I did know what it was when you sent me the video, but I had to make sure. I was like, yeah, that's really cool. I do like it. I think I want to see how you explain number 7. I might put it above it, but I want
I
to see how
agree.
you. Yeah,
I think
I
this
want to
one
see.
needs to go
Yeah, I
above
want to see how you
next one.
explain it, but I'll let you explain it now.
So the reason I put triple threat as 7 is because where there's 3 people in the match, it can basically turn into a street fight.
Yeah,
But
I'm gonna have to disagree. On
Yeah.
this one. Now I'm gonna take that with a grain of salt. 'Cause I
Yes,
know
like we
jack
know
all compared to
nothing,
you.
but like yeah.
But yeah.
I think when I was making this, I was thinking of a particular match, and I think I sent it to you all. It was the Roman Reigns CM Punk Seth Rollins match.
Yeah, it was.
That was such an iconic match, and I
Yeah.
think it's what makes me like the triple threat. But like, it's just another thing where I like this match because anything pretty much can go.
Yeah.
But more times than not, everything stays in the ring. So I do agree with you all that maybe Street Fight should have been ahead of it.
Yeah, my favorite triple threat to watch though, it's Lesnar, Cena, and Rollins.
Basketball?
That one in 2015. That's really fun. I think they also did like now the triple threat. It can be in like anything else, right?
Yeah.
Like it can be like I know that was a Royal Rumble when those two fought. Oh, those three guys fought. That was my favorite because Brock Lesnar is so ridiculous. Like we think he's so huge, like this big dude just in this thing. And I think it's really funny, like the way they do all the things. What?
Did you flip me off?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you did.
No.
I wasn't even looking at you, and I swear I saw you flip me off. That's my bad. That's my bad. My bad.
The women's wrestlers have put on some great triple threats too, like Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair.
That's what I was
and,
thinking of, Rhea
Io
Ripley,
Sky.
yeah.
That was a good one. I think technically Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Naomi became a triple threat. It didn't start as a triple threat, but like
Yeah.
I mean that was a good one. It's like I mean it's a great match for when you just have beef between three people and you need to settle it. But I definitely get where y'all are coming from.
Rhea
Yeah.
Ripley's terrifying, by the way.
She's scary, dude. She is scary.
But at number 6, I got Hell in a Cell.
Needs to be higher.
This
Needs
is
to be
higher.
so
Needs to be higher.
fun. Like
Needs to
this
be
is
higher.
my personal favorite is Hell in a Cell.
Okay.
That's my
And
problem.
I
like,
agree.
I'm not saying like
I'd put it at number 2.
I think it's top 3. I think it is. But 2 is definitely a good one. It can go back and forth to ones because I honestly do love your number 2. I like that one a lot.
I think the number
But-
1 should be up there, but
Yeah, this gotta
Hell
be
in a
higher.
Cell,
dude, this is just
this is a
oh my
classic on the
gosh.
old WWE games on the Xbox.
Yeah, dude. I know like the first one was with Michaels and The Undertaker, right? Hell in a Cell. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's so good. Like the very first one was so good. And I know they made the cage taller, like as it's a huge thing. And I think I've seen some Hell in a Cell matches where people like jump off the top.
Oh yeah,
That's crazy to watch.
The whole thing about it is that you can't escape that structure.
Yeah, I know.
But people will still escape
Somehow
it
get
and
out.
and then
Yeah.
they'll just do crazy stuff.
Yeah,
So
like, I've
it's
seen
like-
people like the announcers boots down there. They just jump on them, and I'm thinking like, how are you not breaking every bone in your body?
Right, but like a classic steel cage match, boring. Hell in a Cell. That's what
Amazing.
all steel
Yes,
cage
that's
matches should
it.
be.
I agree.
At number 5, I got the Undertaker signature match, which was the Buried Alive
Yeah,
match.
this one is just like crazy. to
Yeah,
me.
like that they would just like they would find a way to have a pile of dirt in this arena and they would just literally bury people.
they can get whatever they want in the arenas. It's just
This one weirds me out a little bit.
yeah, that's why I started
this
talking about
one weirds me
the
out.
silliness of it. Like, why are we doing this?
I got a funny story about this one, and I think that's a part of the reason why I wanted to put it on here so could tell the story. But I remember when I was a kid, before I was even in the WWE at all, I sat on the bus next to this kid who had a WWE backpack, and he just like randomly decided to start talking about it, and he was like, this guy's my idol. His name's The Undertaker. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I think I've heard of The Undertaker. I was like, why do you like him so much? And he's like, he's the only person to be buried alive in a WWE match and live.
How old were you? How old were
I
you?
was like 6, like 8. Something
This
like
little
that.
kid looks at you and just goes, he was the only one to be buried alive and live.
Yeah.
Like a 6-year-old telling you that.
And it's like, that's clearly not the case. I don't think anyone's ever actually died from a buried alive match, but this kid was really believing the kayfabe.
That's funny.
Every other wrestler just died. Like it is
hey, that's good. That's good entertainment when you have them
great.
believing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have 6-year-olds believing that these people are just dead.
Yeah.
Watching people die. That kid's probably a serial killer at this point in life. He's doing some diabolical stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But I mean, it's cool. It's fun. The Undertaker, it was kind of his thing. I'm sure Emma would have appreciated that one, but
I appreciate it because it's
Yeah.
really fun. But just funny, like knock him out, throw him in a grave, and bury them. That's
Yep.
so crazy.
How long are they buried for? Or did they not cover their face? Because like,
I'm sure there was like a trap door.
Well, because it's like,
Oh,
yeah, it probably is.
good
But no,
idea.
like it's a
Good idea.
legit like grave. Like it's 6
Yeah.
foot. Like
They probably
put it
actually
in.
get some dirt thrown on them. But
Yeah.
then when there's enough on it to where they can probably
They
escape
can't
through that
see.
trap.
No, like it's in the ring, right? Where's it? Where's it at?
The one that I saw of Kane and Undertaker, they had it next to like the ramp.
Yeah.
Oh, then there's definitely a ramp, like
Yeah.
a door you could open.
There-
it
I mean,
out.
there has to
It
be,
has
yeah.
to be. And I'm
Unless
not-
they are just dying.
They're just like
Unless
they're
this kid's
still
right.
there right now.
This
Like,
kid's
it's where
right.
they're
You
at.
can't dig into the actual ground like in an arena, so it's definitely
Yes, it's
yeah.
just
That's
straight
true.
dirt. Yeah, it's
That's
true. Yeah.
But then at number 4, which if you all don't agree, I'll understand. But at number 4, I got the Royal Rumble. Just
I mean,
Personally-
it's classic.
Yeah, it's classic.
It's-
I think at least third is what I think. I think it should go over the one you have
it's 'cause,
third, but
like,
it's so good.
When I think of WWE and my lack of knowledge, one of the first words that come to mind are
Royal Rumble.
I mean,
the WWE games. Funnest
Yeah, that's
mode.
also
so
true.
fun.
That's
like,
also
doing
true.
This. Me picking John Cena and going in at first and just mowing through everybody is like the funnest thing I could do. Well, I did as a kid.
yeah,
it's a sad
but
life.
it's just
I one of the funs as a little kid. All right, chill.
the Royal.
I went outside. I promise.
The Royal Rumble is just something you look forward to all year. Like I
I still watch it. Too.
I'm excited all day that it's a Royal Rumble PLE day because like that's when like things get pivotal towards WrestleMania. So I respect the Royal Rumble for what it is. I know at the end of the day, it's like it's not real wrestling. You're just trying to throw someone over, but like it's a fun match.
yeah.
Didn't Roman Reigns win the most recent one, like in
Yes.
January?
Yep,
I
and
think. Who did he beat?
Liv Morgan won the women's,
Yeah.
but he beat Gunther.
Gunther. Okay.
Yeah, and Liv Morgan beat Tiffany Stratton.
Okay.
But yeah, no. Number 3, and I know that I guess this is where you're starting to disagree with me, but the traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series elimination match, I just miss this. Like I think it's so much better than War Games.
It's great, but I just think like Hell in a Cell is like that's top 3 easily, as well as Royal Rumble. I think. I personally think like number 1 to me is your number 1. I think it is. Then I think it should go Hell in a Cell,
Yep.
and then it should go Royal Rumble. I
Yeah,
think is
that's
how
fair.
it should go. But I
Yeah.
do like the 5-on-5. It's really good. I do agree with missing it. My dad would show me clips. He's my only WWE ball knowledge I have because he watched it a lot when he was a kid. But I do like it though.
I really like the suspense of it.
That
And
too,
I'm a
yeah.
sucker for elimination matches is because like the first pinfall, it's not the end. That's just the beginning, really. And it's like that's what I like about it is that like, it can go back and forth and you never truly know who's gonna win until the end.
It's still a good pick though. I just still think though, I mean like when you have like Hell in a Cell, as I mentioned, Royal Rumble, I think like at least needs to go up. Like obviously Royal Rumble, I think needs to go down to 4. And then Hell in a Cell and like ladder and like when you get to number 2, you need to, I don't know. I think I might remake it a second when you get done,
Gotcha.
so I can tell you.
Well, let me get on to my number
Good?
2.
You good?
Yes, I'm
You had a
all
little
right.
bit
We're
of a
good.
stroke.
Let me get on to
Happens a lot.
my number 2 because I'm
Yes,
very
sir.
adamant that like ladder match is a top tier. Like there's so
It's
many
great. I love
great
it.
ladder matches. Like you got the Money in the Bank ladder match. You can put a championship in a ladder match. You can put custody of Dominic Mysterio in a ladder match. So it's like,
Custody papers hanging from
So
the rafters.
I have an issue with a ladder match.
okay.
What is it?
The few times I've seen it, there have been so many moments where I'm just
Yeah.
sitting there and I'm like, go up the ladder right now. It's right there. Go up the ladder. And they
Or-
won't
yeah.
do it because
And
they're
when
like
it-
they're like
yeah.
focusing on the guy that's on the ground. I'm
Or-
like, dude, just go up. It's,
Or when
you
it gets
can win.
like later in the match and they're all like winded and they're like very like trying to climb up the ladder.
I'm
and
like,
they're
dude, you are
just-
320
they're, like,
pounds. Get up
just
there.
about to get there, and then the other guy just pulls the ladder
Yeah.
out of from
No,
under them.
I get that because I like they'll be like stalling and I'll be like go
Yeah,
as
yeah,
if,
yeah.
as
Come
if
on,
they're-
let's go.
as if their job isn't to like
fake it.
literally
Like, in a
fake
way,
it.
Yeah, no, that's so real. But it's just there's been so many times,
Yeah,
especially
several.
because like a majority of what I watch is on TikTok when I get clips of it, and it's like they're like on their knees and they're like, and then there's the guy on the ground and he looks like he's dead, and it's like, dude, just go. It's not
get
hard.
up. Like,
And
just
then
get
and then
up.
he waits so long and he goes up and then the other guy rips him off, and it's like, well, if you would have
Yeah.
went 10 seconds earlier,
No, and then the other guy's all
Oh
winded.
my
He has
God.
to pick up the ladder, put it back up, and as he
Which-
crawls over, and then they repeat. Like,
Which
over
good
and
on the
over again.
WWE, 'cause that's
they get it
exactly
going,
what
yeah.
they want out of the
It
audience
puts you
is-
in
Right.
suspense the entire time.
It's exactly
But yes.
what they want from the audience is for them to be like, oh, go, go, go.
Yeah.
Oh my God, but
I
it just annoys me.
I just love those matches.
They're good. Yeah, I agree.
Money in the Bank is another one that I look forward to all year. They recently had a 6-pack tag team ladder match where there were 6 different tag teams trying to get the tag titles. I thought that one was great. It's just I think it's a great way to do something when you think there's a lot of people worthy of the championship, and that's a good way to settle it. But
I think, sorry to interrupt, I think my favorite one is when there's a belt hang up there. I like that's my favorite one. Money in the Bank's always been fun to watch. So
I think I like Money in the Bank.
I don't know. I just really like the championship one. Just like, cause like that belt's just right there. Like, grab the belt, bro.
But that,
like they take
it
forever.
annoys me more that like
Yeah,
they're
the
supposed
money,
to be working
yeah, I know.
all year for this belt. And it's right there, and they're not getting it, and it just annoys the crap out of me. Ugh.
Well, I'm glad that you all mostly agree with my number one because like I am a big fan of elimination
I am
chamber.
too. Yeah.
My
I am too.
favorite
That's really
PLE,
good.
my favorite match type. I mean, it's basically Hell in a Cell because
Yeah.
you can't leave. You technically can't leave that structure either. And but it's got the elimination aspect that I really like. You got the pods. Inevitably, someone goes crashing through someone's pod too early and stuff like that. They jump off the pods. They jump off the top of the steel. I mean, it's just such a good match.
I agree with it.
I
like it.
agree.
I like it.
I
liked
think
it.
it's a good list.
I think it's a good
you
list.
know, I think there could be some changes.
The only like complaint I guess I have with it is I honestly think move 5-on-5 to 6 and put Hell in a Cell at 2. Move ladder match to 4 and Royal Rumble to 3. That's
can
what
respect
that's
that.
what I would do.
I respect that.
I get what you're saying about 5-on-5, but I just think like Hell in a Cell I think is like the most classic and most like cool one to watch. Is like factor wise, like they're stuck in the cell, got to get out. It's one of the best ones to watch. And when they somehow get out and fall off the top and beat each other up down there, still really fun. But that's my only like little critiques there. Is like, but I really like it. I really enjoy it. I'm glad Elimination Chamber is number 1 because that is the overall best one.
I'm glad y'all agree.
You also got a B. So B's are wild today. Connor got the highest B. That's kind of embarrassing.
That's embarrassing,
Oh,
guys.
yeah,
That's
I know.
embarrassing,
Well,
guys.
That's
all
kind
right.
of crazy.
B,
and,
B, B,
and it's
there's-
not even like you took a cop-out topic either. You took like a very interesting topic.
Yeah.
So
Very
congratulations, Connor. You,
Well,
very much.
you out WWE'd Emma and I.
No, that is not a case.
That was fun. That was fun.
really fun. I
I
liked
learned
it.
a lot on
I
this
did
show
too.
that
I
I've
did
never
too.
heard about. That's awesome.
NXT tonight.
Okay. There you go.
Okay.
Maybe
Not tonight, technically. What's going on Thursday?
Oh, SmackDown tomorrow.
SmackDown
There you
tomorrow.
go.
SmackDown tomorrow.
Yeah.
I tried to wrestle my homework. It pinned me and said. No? Okay.
Wow.
Bad. That's so bad.
Why did the wrestler get promoted? He rose to the top rope.
That's actually not bad.
Yeah, okay.
That's not bad. I like that one.
Well, I like this one. What's a wrestler's favorite game? Pin the opponent because of pin the donkey.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
That's good. I like it. That's
Okay,
good. That's
Well,
good.
all right. Anyways, John, thanks for coming on again. I'm
Hey.
praying this one works.
Yeah, I hope it works this time.
This is where I know ball. I
Yeah.
clearly did not know ball when it came to country music. I had the
you knew
second-
ball in a very niche
Yeah.
sect of country
Yes,
music.
you have a very niche
in-
little listening
in
ears for that.
folk
Right.
music. Just to let y'all know, he said Cody Johnson wasn't a country singer. That's all I'm gonna say about.
I did not say that.
What?
I did not say he wasn't a country singer. I said he was a pop country singer, and I didn't like pop
he's
country.
not.
He's a- he's
I know,
not.
I
He's a
know,
country
I know.
singer.
Okay, it's okay.
He's still not my cup.
let's-
Of,
It's okay.
He's still not my
dampen
cup
the
of tea.
flames.
He's still not my cup of tea, but he's not like
gotcha.
Morgan Wallen.
gotcha.
So I'll take
well,
it. I'll take it.
Anyways, thanks for coming on. I completely forgot to mention Emma's gone, but you guys got engaged. Congrats.
Oh, thank you.
I completely forgot to mention.
Congratulations.
That's awesome. But we will be back next week. We're gonna have to record this in 2 days. We don't even
Yeah.
have our topic yet. It'll just be Connor and I, but we'll figure it out.
And don't
figure it
forget Rope Break Tuesday, 4 to 5 p.m. every week on WMUL-FM 88.1.
There you go. John
There we
Boggess,
go.
Emma Johnson, Landon Ball, and Devin Moore. Always there, having a good time. And I'm listening to it, and I have no idea what's going on. But hey, that's it. Alrighty. Thank you for hanging out with us on this Thursday afternoon.
There you
By
go.
God, my week is wrong, and have a great rest of your day.